In this video, I'm going to answer the most common question I get. Where do I actually buy my sports cards? Most people expect some crazy secret source, but it's actually way simpler than that. I buy almost all my cards on eBay, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I do it from my searches, how I filter to the deals I actually pull the trigger on, and then you folks could start calling into the phone number below at 813-618-2075. But first, let me display and give you guys some value of where I buy my cards. So obviously, I buy my cards in multiple different places, but eBay has always been the main hub. You can see I'm looking at some boxes down here. And the best route I like to go when it comes to buying cards, I kind of call it the lazy way. And the lazy way is doing this. So right now, while I'm speaking, it is mid-October, and I'm starting at looking to buy some baseball. So I might just type in tops 2024, let's call it. And what I'll do is I'll first look at the lowest hanging fruit. So the easiest ones to buy, which in my opinion would be auctions, because or best offer. You have to offer, go back and forth, and it's much more time consuming. So auctions are the lowest hanging fruit, in my humble opinion. And what I'll do is I'll go to advanced. Let me just. I'm so used to doing it. I sometimes I don't explain. So in the top right, you can click advanced, and I'll do minimum price $100. I don't want to buy anything less than that because I'm going to be buying cards and sending them in to get graded most likely. And what I'll do is I'll do min bid count 1. Why I do that? So check this out, right? If we open up another tab and we go to 2024 tops and you do ending soonest, and let's do minimum $100, and let's only look at auctions. So on eBay, you can start your auction wherever you want. For example, this card of Colin Selby, I don't even know who that is. For this guy's starting the auction at $500. This card is not worth close to $500, but you probably know a lot of people in sports cards tend to be a little bit overpriced, and they get really scared of starting their auctions at 99 cents. You should always start your auctions at 99 cents, by the way, if you're selling on eBay. You have to navigate through all these cards that you would just never bid on. Like this card's probably worth a few $200-300, and this guy's starting the auction at $400. So by doing min bid count 1, or in other words, telling eBay to only show you cards that have at least one bid, that tells you most likely the card is within market value. The guy started his auction low, or at least most likely lower than what the card's actually worth, right? Because all this is a waste of time, because this card of Malik Neighbors is not worth this, right? So that's why I do min bid count 1. I actually only found that about that like 2 years ago. You would have thought I would have known about it for a while. And what I'll do is I will sort by not graded. So you can click no there on the left-hand side. It only show you stuff not graded. And Jung-Hoo Lee, this card pops out. Topps Chrome, San Francisco Giants, gold. So this card's actually a little bit off-centered. You can see that top is smaller than the bottom, so this is not something I would buy. Nick Kurtz, really good player. This is potentially interesting. So, this card is the centering, the left to right centering is a little off. Good card. It's something I would buy, but not for me. Jackson, there's a lot of good stuff on eBay right now. Wow. Jackson Merrill, Series Sapphire, or Topps Chrome Sapphire. This is a solid card to buy. I think Jackson Merrill's a really good player, to be honest with you. This is a really solid card to buy. This is low risk. He's already proven himself. It should only go up because we're in the off season. And what I'll do is I'll go to Market Movers or Card Ladder. It doesn't matter. And I'll look up the card to kind of see what it's worth and if it's actually worth grading. So 2024 Topps Chrome Merrill Sapphire Auto. Let's see if that's going to pop up. Let me see. Is this the same card? It's him in a black uniform. Okay, so it's this card. This card, raw, the last few sales, one did 172, one did 117, and then PSA 10s do, let's see. Wow, this is why we buy in the off season, because the card gets cheaper. So the last 10 was $300. This card's already at 127. I'm Let me see. There's another website called gemrate.com. What this website will do is it will tell you what, like, what's the gem rate. So, like, if there was 1,000 cards sent into PSA and 400 of them got a 10, the gem rate's 40%. But let me look this up. Topps Chrome update, Sapphire Auto, Merrill. It should be. Is it this one? Let's see. Is it this one? Yeah, it should be this one. 64% of them get a 10, and I'll bid. I know the last. I try to at least double my money. When I buy a card and send it in for grading. I think the last sale of 300 is kind of low, especially I think this is something that could appreciate value. So what I'll do now is I'll go to eBay item number in the bottom right, find it. I'll go to this app called Easy Sniper. I'll put it in and I'll put in my max bid. What this software will do is I can just forget about the card. It'll bid in the last second what I want my max bid to be, and that's it. So I'd bid like 148. This is a pretty liquid, solid card. 64% of them are getting a 10. I actually saw something else. Let's see. This is an auction. I don't feel like dealing with it right now if it's not an auction. So that's not bad. Topps Chrome Black. But there's a lot of good stuff on here, man. Wow. Topps Chrome Black Bobby Wood. So these cards are going to be hard to grade. So since the back of the card is all black, it chips easier, right? If the card was white, it's harder for it to chip because it's white. Black chips easy, but this card actually looks pretty solid. I'm a little skittish on this specific one. Let me just see what it's worth, just to humor me. Topps Chrome Black. What's this number to? Is this numbered? This is not numbered. It's just, I guess it's the base variation. So it would be this variation, it looks like. Yeah, it's not worth it. Raw does 183 and a 10 does 270 last. Well, the last sale was, I guess, the last PSA 10 sale was all the way back in December of last year. And if we look at the raw sales, they're up since last year by like 50%, 60% actually. So this PSA 10 sale now should be doing like, if we do the math, right? If we go from 113 to 180, that's like a 60, 70% increase. That means a 10 today should do like 450. And so it's not that bad, actually. It's not that bad. It's a hard card to grade. Let me look at the gem rate. This will be my last card. Something about it says don't do it. Something about it says don't do it, but I might. Black Wit Auto 2024. It should be this one because it's a base. Oh, wow. So I'm wrong. 63% of these cards actually get a 10. So it's not nearly as hard as I thought. So if I'm projecting a PSA 10 to be worth, it's called mid 400s. And the last raw sale here did 183 about a month ago. Yeah, I mean, I'd bid the last sale maybe a little bit over 186. Call it. For some reason, I like to bid random numbers. I think it gives me an advantage when it probably doesn't. This is the Blue Jays pitcher, Trey Yesevich. I don't know exactly how to pronounce his last name, but not going to buy him. I avoid guys that are in the playoffs. So Jackson Churio, great player. Going to avoid him because he's in the playoffs. I like to buy guys that are in the offseason. This is a nice one. Bowman's Best Anime Paul Skeens. Let's take a look at this. This guy's not that great at taking pictures. Looks like something's messed up here. Let's look at the seller's other items. Let's see if he grades cards. Probably does not grade cards. He definitely likes baseball. Oh, this is a nice one. Connor Griffin. You can see how eBay kind of takes you into a rabbit hole. Connor Griffin. He's the top prospect, I believe, right now. Let's see, why did he take a random picture of the side of this? Does this mean there's damage right there? Let's read the description. There appears to be a wrinkle in the foil layer used to make the card cover. Okay. Well, that's enough for me to not buy the card. Let's see. I'm not going to buy this. It's a nice card, the Paul Skeens, but wow, it sells for that much. Floyd Mayweather. That's crazy. Oh, wait. We're still going down. Let's see. Tyson Fury, Jackson Holiday. he's someone to buy. But I know from just experience, these cards, these dynasty cards, are super sick. But a lot of them, they don't do as well as they should when they grade a 10 for some reason, just based on my experience. So I'm not going to touch it. This is a consignment shop. I usually don't buy from consignment shops. A consignment shop is when people send cards to them and they sell it for you on eBay. You could see, they have like a million feedback or almost. I know them, DC Sports. So I try to avoid buying from consignment. You could make decent money, but I try to avoid it altogether. Let's see. Stadium Club, Chrome, Jackson Cheerio. He's in the playoffs. Going to avoid him. Cooper Flag. Ooh, I know the basketball season is about to start. Nah, this card's too off-centered. This is a nice card that you'd make some good money. Lamine Yamal. Gotta stay away from soccer. I could also look into Pokemon as well. Pokemon is a big one. A big one. Drake May. Drake May's having a really good season, right? Topps Chrome Stadium. Paul Skeens. Tyson Lewis. PC Sports Cards is selling it. So consignment shop. I'm going to try to stay away from consignment. Sebastian Walcott. He's a pretty desired prospect. He should, if I'm correct, I think he should be Sebastian Walcott. He should be getting called up this upcoming spring, I think. Let's see. How old is he? This makes him, he's 19. So maybe not. He's only 19. But he's a pretty good prospect. Let's see. This is an interesting card. It's being sold by consignment. Shit. It's being sold by a consignment shop. PC Sports Cards. And this is only auctions. There's way more stuff not at auction. Jackson Cheerio. Gonna stay away. Need to let that die down. Hopefully, or not hopefully, but I think he will lose to the Dodgers, and that should come down. I wonder if we flip this around and we looked at 2025 Pokemon and just opened up a general search for Pokemon. And we did minimum price $100 and mid bid count 1. And I'm not that familiar with a lot of the Pokemon, so I've made some money on it. But like a lot of this stuff, I can't tell you. What this should sell for. This card looks a little off-centered. Probably not because it's it's a super nice looking card. Let's see, stamped Alakazam. This might be from the newer set. Let's look it up. Pokemon, or let's just look at Alakazam. Is this the same card? Alakazam 009. Not typing it incorrectly. Alakazam. Which set is this from? Mega Evolutions. What is the numbering? There should be numbering on the back of it. There should be numbering somewhere over. Yeah, it's 009. Let me look this up on Card Ladder. Alakazam 009. This card's only worth like $25. Huh. Wonder why it's maybe I'm probably missing something. Let's look at Roaring Moon. Let's see. Roaring Moon 162. Let's look this up. Roaring Moon. The Pokemon stuff is just crazy hot. It's insane. So this card is raw. Wow. Look at this. 250 raw. 10's 550. It's kind of going up and down. Let's look at the gem rate here. So Roaring Moon 162. 3,700 of them have been graded, and they grade 38% of the time. I know I could find better Pokemon that I'll grade a 10 like 50, 60% of the time. So it's not something I'm going to look for. Prismatic Evolutions, Vaporeon. Is that how to pronounce it? You can see I'm still new with this stuff, but let's look it up. My spelling's right. Vapor on. 149. I'm just looking to see if I could double my money. That's what I'm looking at. So a 10, 780 raw. Oh, wow. Raw's 195. Is this the right card? Am I looking at the right card here? Yeah. So raw is 195 according to this, roughly. Let's see the sales. It's kind of all over the place, but like 200 in that range. And a 10 on this card sells for, it's kind of up and down, but at minimum $700. And let's look at, if I can spell this correctly, Vape Rayon. Was it 149? Was it 149? Or did I not spell that right? 149 Vaporeon. There we go. There we go. Oh, only 24% of them get a 10. It's hard to get a 10, but if you get a 10, you make a lot of money, which is what I kind of like. But this looks pretty clean, this card. For Pokemon, you want to make sure it's well-centered, which is pretty well-centered. And let's see if this guy definitely doesn't grade cards. He's a newer eBay seller. Yeah, he doesn't grade cards. I mean, I'll bid. I will bid. Let's get one last bid in before we start taking callers. I would bid 206. Let's call it that. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff, man. There's so much good stuff to buy on eBay right now. It's crazy. But that is how to buy sports cards like a pro. There's a free PDF down below in the description. Go click it. It kind of takes you step by step on exactly my process, how I filter things. And also you could flip it around and then look at or best offer. You know, cards being sold where you could actually make an offer. I like to go after the auctions because I'm lazy, but you could also do that as well. But you guys can begin calling in to that phone number, 813-618-2075. We'll begin taking callers. In the meantime, I will begin answering questions. Let's see. Thomas, bro, you were right about Pokemon. Just got the grades from my first GameStop submission. It was better than any of my sports card submissions I've sent. You're welcome. It pays to listen to the content. It's nice to know that. I can genuinely say this. I didn't know what to expect. I started this podcast, was it a year ago? Maybe a little less. And the point of this podcast was just to spit straight value. I'm just going to give away everything, help people as much as possible. And from my own vantage point, I was like, well, I don't know how many people are going to... Oh, I'll hold that thought. We have our first caller. Hey, what's up? You have Eric. You're live.
Yeah, how you doing, Eric?
What's up, man? What's your name?
Time.
Hey, there's a little bit of a noise in the background. Your voice is a little fuzzy.
Got you, Is it a little better now?
It's kind of loud, but I could make do. What's up, man? How can I help?
How you doing? So, I just want to say, I like your show. I've been watching your show for a little while.
Cool.
And definitely gives me good advice. I even tried the Gino Pizza Shop in Lake Ronkonkoma because you suggested it.
Oh, Ronkonkoma. Is it good? Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I actually live in the area, so I just definitely have to try it.
Yeah, it's. There's probably a bunch of Genos, but yeah, it was like when you walked in, they had just amazing looking specialty slices.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you went to the right one, man. I missed that place.
Nah, but I have two questions.
Yeah, go for it.
One question was, I had a 2018 Saquon Barkley rookie rated.
Okay.
And I had bought it in the store for a good price, or about $25. And I seen that on marketing that I was going for PSA 10 would be about $120 or something within that area, but I wasn't too sure if that was like a good card to get.
Well, I need to look at it to see the condition, but
yeah, it's in pretty good condition. It's not even that. It's not bad at all.
Let me just look for you real quick. Is it optic?
Yes, I believe it's optic.
It's the base, right? It's not autographed.
Yeah. Nah, it's the one where he had. I know there's two photos where he has a helmet. Doesn't have a helmet. I believe it's the one.
He has a helmet on, and he's kind of like has his
running stance.
Yeah, running stance. Yeah, it looks like those comps check out. Yeah, I would if it's in good condition, I would grade it.
You don't even hesitate, because I've been a little hesitant to grade things, but I was just wanted to get like a good, like, you know, you've been giving me good information, so I just want to make sure that I'm on the right path.
Oh wait, I'm looking here actually. It's well, you already have the card, so I would grade it, but for the future. So it looks like the card's like 60. It looks like it's actually $60 as a PSA 10. It's probably went down. It's just not. He's not having a great year, and because you're into it for 25, you know you're gonna spend $20 to get it graded, shipping. It's not worth to grade actually. Seeing these numbers, so I wouldn't grade it to be honest.
Not right. Yeah, just build a. I've been trying to build a portfolio, so you think I should just put it to the side and hold it?
Yeah. When you say build a portfolio, you mean like what do you mean by that? What are your goals?
Like certain cards that you would buy, you would like keep them to the side just to see if they would go up and down.
Oh, like a longer term investment? Yeah, I would. Yeah. You could. I mean, I don't know how much up or down it's going to go. It's a base card. If you're doing that, you probably want to buy cards that are a little bit more expensive if you could afford it. And if you can't afford it, I'd recommend just flipping until you could afford it. So I don't see that as something that's going to go up or down much. Even if he has a great year or not a great year, I don't think it'll matter.
All right, cool. And I'll probably have like one more question.
Yeah, go.
All right, so I had also got into the Pokemon because I've been hearing you saying like Pokemon is definitely a good way to get in. I had a I don't know if I'm saying it right, a Zoroark. It was a Pokemon card.
Okay.
I believe, hold on, if I could just find the picture. I actually got it within a box. It's a Zoroark, 062086, and I believe is hollow.
Okay.
So I wanted to see if that was even a gradable card because I'm not really too familiar.
Yeah, it graded a 10, sells for about. So let me just share my screen just so you can see it. I'm assuming you're talking about this card, Zoroark.
Yes.
It doesn't sell for much raw, but graded it sells for. Yeah, honestly, this is actually a great card to buy. You could buy it for $2 raw. A PSA 9 is 59 according to this, and a 10 sells for 120. 128, and then let me see the gem rate. I'll tell you what percent of them actually get a 10. I'm assuming it's going to be high, but Zoroark. Wait, am I spelling this right? Z-O-R. Yep, Zorark, and it was it was 62. Let's see if I can find that. 062. Only 8 have been sent into PSA, and 4 have gotten a 10. If it's in good condition, I would send it into PSA.
Got you. All right, yeah, definitely. No, I appreciate it because that was probably like all the questions I had. But I definitely want to say I appreciate the advice, and just keep going, brother.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Enjoy that pizza over there.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, later. See ya. That's crazy. $2 raw. That Zoroark card. PSA 9s are 50. 10s are 120. You could probably just buy a shit ton of them. And no one's probably grading them because they're only $2 cards. Hey, what's up? It's a little loud.
Can you because I'm in my office right now. Can you hear me a little better?
Yeah,
It's Corey from Old Bridge. How you doing?
Old Bridge, New Jersey?
Yes, sir. Middlesex County.
Very nice. I went to school at Rutgers, so I know all about it.
Nice. I was hoping that Rutgers would win a few weeks ago against Iowa in that blackout game, and then it's just been like downhill from there.
Yeah, they're a lost cause.
Oh, yeah, Shiano's just kind of a mediocre program since he took back over again.
Yeah, I mean it's hard. It's hard with the being in the Big Ten with all the other schools. They just need. I mean, you need funding. I mean, Rutgers should have it. So.
Yeah, they're just kind of middle tier. I commented after Monday's show about the optic contenders of Baker and Darnold numbered to 175. It's a pop one PSA 10. My buddy who I got it from, so he got it at like 155 the price. We settled on like 175 for me to grab it. With both of, I mean, it's hard to gauge a pop one price wise, but both these guys are going off. I got the Old Bridge Card Show coming up this Friday. If I value it at around $250, do you think that is kind of like a fair price to kind of start off with it?
What year is the card from?
So it's 2018 Panini Contenders Optic. It's
Okay.
called the Roundup card. It's numbered to 175.
Is it autographed?
Nah, not autographed. But it's like a nice hollow refractor to it. It's PSA 10, Pop 1. Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at it here. There's... What'd you pay for it?
I did it in like a trade, like, because I was getting offers for PSA for submissions, but ultimately $175 I invested into it.
It seems a little round numbers.
Round numbers, yeah.
Oh, round number. Oh, round. Okay, hold on. Let me just type that in.
Sorry, I left the card on my desk, and that's where like the music's blasting off in my office right now.
Yeah, it's numbered out of 175.
Yeah.
Now I see a sale in September for $10. Am I looking at the
right?
raw? Oh, and yours is a PSA 10.
PSA 10, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a tricky one.
I know, right?
Let's see. Yeah, there's a recent sale of like out of 90. Yours is numbered out of, yeah, I would say like $100.
$100 right now. Yeah.
I think you overpaid a little bit.
Overpaid a little bit, but with these two guys kind of going off, I mean, Mayfield is being put down as like MVP potentially right now, but you still can't really. That's kind of the highest that this card would ever get to is $100. You think?
I mean, it could go up, but I detect the problem is so like here. Let me share my screen. Like this is why like knowing like sports cards through and through helps. So there's certain cards, no matter how good players play, they barely go up. So like that card, it's not gonna go up much, even if they both compete in the Super Bowl. Maybe it'll go up a little bit, but his Contenders PSA 10, which is like a liquid good card. This card, since the season has started, when the season started, this card is worth $570, and now the last sale was $1,400. That's the type of stuff you want to invest in. So it's interesting because you could have one Baker Mayfield card not go up at all, then another double. It's because collectors and people who actually spend money and invest in this stuff, they have a particular taste. They want, like, quote unquote, the best types of rookie cards. So it's a matter of knowing what's liquid, and whatever's liquid will actually go up in value if a player plays well. So
yeah, sure, yeah, especially with like what you just said, those cards having the autograph on it, that's gonna go up obviously because it's got the autos on it.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't, not definitively. There's tons of Baker Mayfield autograph. Like here, if I share my, I could find a random one. So if we go to eBay and type in like a 2018 Baker Mayfield auto, so like Contenders would be something really good, but maybe something not as good would be this 2018 limited, or like Panini 1. Panini 1 is a type of product. It looks cool, but this stuff doesn't go up in value nearly as much because it's not as desirable. So when Baker's playing well and people want to buy him and invest in him, they don't go to this first. So yeah, it's kind of just knowing which cards are quote unquote good.
I'll probably then just kind of trade out of it for a bigger kind of card then is what I'll do with it. So that makes sense. What is also your take right now? Like my new niche is like collecting cards with like Jordan covering Kobe and Kobe covering LeBron. Trying to find it on eBay in good condition raw, grade it, and trying to flip it. Are you kind of into that niche as well, like collecting legends, covering legends for the NBA, and then over time it collecting more monetary value.
No. To be straight up with you, no. Well,
No.
I treat sports cards like a business for the most part, and in business, you just look at the numbers. So I like to buy newer cards that have high margins, grade well, just because there's a million cards of Kobe covering Jordan, LeBron covering Kobe. Those generally speaking in cards, like dual autographs aren't as liquid and desirable as single autographs. And like dual cards, just you would think they would do better, but they really don't. I know the most expensive card ever sold is a dual autograph, but I just stick to my process, man. So buying newer cards, getting them graded, I buy higher end vintage to hold long term.
Yep.
So personally, I don't think it's a good strategy to make money.
Yeah, it was cool on the other episode. You kind of taught me about vintage, where you're just like, if this Hank Aaron is a PSA 2, it can go for more than a PSA 3, depending on like the color of it and stuff. So you definitely taught me a lot on that. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Those are the two big things that I was calling you about, and I appreciate listening to you, man. I think you're probably one of the best to listen to in the market right now.
Well, sweet, Corey. I appreciate it, man. I'll keep it going.
Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it, man.
All right. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Callers are coming in. Sell or hold Jaden Daniels right now? Sell. If it was me. That's always going to be my answer. Sell, especially in the middle of the season. So, hey, what's up? You have Eric. You're live.
What's up, Eric? My name's Kyle. I'm from Colorado.
What's up, Kyle?
So, question for you. So, I know big thing is sell the sport before the season starts, kind of deal. I just started pulling cards like 2 weeks ago. I did retail boxes for a minute.
Yep.
Found out those were terrible. And then now I have a bunch of cards. I actually have a number 45 checkerboard Wemby. It was like the case hit.
Nice.
Should I send that in to get graded and then just wait for like next off season to start selling those?
Nah, you have it. Just get it graded and sell it. Well, it depends on the condition. And what's the card worth?
It's running for like raw. It's running for like $80, $90.
Tens?
10s. I didn't see any grades for it.
What's the name of the product again?
So it's a number 45 Victor Wembanyama. It's the 2024-25 checkerboard, and it's optic.
Optic. So it's not his rookie. Let's see. Optic checkerboard. Let's see what this thing sells for. Yeah, if yours is it's set, I think it sells for like. I think I'm looking at the right one that you're talking about here. I think it sells for like $30. Are you sure it doesn't sell for like $30?
The ones listed on eBay I've been seeing are around like 70, 80 is what people are asking for.
That's what people are asking, or that's what it's actually selling for.
See, I didn't check the sold items.
Yeah, well, I always tell people that there's a reason that's what they're asking, and it's still on eBay, and it's not sold because they're asking too much. I wouldn't grade that card.
Okay. And then, so I have a bunch of rookies and stuff from the 24-25 season. At this point, do I just put them up raw, or do I just try to hold on to them, see if they're hits, see if they bust next year, kind of deal?
So, general question, but sell them now.
Okay.
If you're talking about NBA, that's what I would do.
Mm-hmm. Cool, brother. That's all I got for you.
Well, sweet, cool, man. I appreciate you calling in.
Yeah, I appreciate all the info.
All right, have a good one. Bye bye.
You too. Thanks, boss.
I think I was talking about this, but Thomas, I'm glad that my advice worked for you for the Pokemon. It's very nice to see the free content doing well. Yep, I spoke too soon. We have a caller. Hey, what's up? You have Eric. You're live.
Hey, Eric. This is Ivan from Los Angeles.
Ivan, you said?
Yes, sir.
What's up, Ivan?
Hey, I had a question. I have this card that I've been trying to find comps for.
Okay.
I don't even know if it's a good sell. It's a Daniel Jones. Is one of those choice silver cards from Impeccable.
Okay, so what's your question? What's it worth?
Yeah, if you can help me find this worth.
And what year is it? What year is it?
It is a 2019.
Is it autographed?
No.
Is it numbered?
Yes, number to 20.
Did you look on eBay?
I saw one a sell from or I've seen asked prices, but not sell. Nothing sold.
Is it like vertical or horizontal? The card
It's horizontal.
horizontal.
So
Let's
it's
see.
out of 20. It's one of those Troy ounce silver cards.
Yeah, it's probably about out of 10 to 230, out of 75 to $72. It's probably about 150.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. These cards are very hard to grade, so just selling it as is, it'll be the best option, correct?
Yeah, unless it looks like it's in impeccable condition. Play on words. But yeah, I just gotta see the card. It's like asking me, is this girl hot? I don't know. What does she look like? So it's just I just gotta see the card. But if the corners are sharp, I would send it in for grading. It's not terribly hard to grade. If you look it up, I mean I can look it up for you. If you look on gemrate.com, let's see if this card's gonna be on here.
And because it's a short print, also it's probably like the gem rate or comparisons to the card. It'll be, you know.
Yeah, it's it looks pretty hard to grade. Not a lot of these cards get a 10. But if it look great, I would send it in. But it needs to look pretty damn good.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate your help, and I like your show.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I feel like sometimes I'm just like a comp bot. People just say, "What's this worth? What's this worth? What's this worth?" But those questions don't actually help you make money. Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
Hey, how's it going? I called in Monday.
Oh, cool. What was your name again?
Adam.
Adam. Yes, I remember. What's up, man?
I was asking, do you use the offers that PSA like sends you after you get the cars back, or after the grades are ready? I'm sorry.
Sometimes I have students that sometimes, usually not. I'd say probably 25% of the time they take the offer. Sometimes the offer is really cheap. Sometimes the offer is really good. So it depends on it just depends on the card and the offer and how good it is. If it's like 90% of the value of the card, usually yes. But lower than that, usually no.
Okay, and then would you like with the auction when they start at 99 cents? Would you just let them do it, and then you don't have to really worry about sending it and everything? Or
No, me personally, I like to sell my cards myself because I'm able to build connections. I'm able to sell cards I'm able to sell it without incurring any fees. So that's not something I would usually do, me personally.
okay. And so I have two like weird ass companies that they graded these cards that I bought it's like a Saquon rookie and then a Kalen Clark, and they're both 10s.
Okay.
I should just crack them and like see. I kind of want to try cracking the slab and send PSA.
It just depends on the condition, man. It's like I told the last guy. You're asking me, is this girl pretty? I don't know. What does she look like? So right. So it just depends. Yes, whatever BS company that graded the card, it's not going to increase the value. So I'd probably crack it out. But whether you should send it in for grading, it just depends on the condition.
All right. Hell yeah. All right.
All right. Sounds good, man. Cool, Adam. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you very much, man.
All right. Bye. One thing I would say before I answer another question one, asking me if a card is worth grading. It's impossible for me to answer without one. I could tell you no if the card's only $100 and a 10 is 150. I don't care how good it looks. I'll never grade it. I want to at least double my money. But two, it just depends on the condition, right? If a card is $100 and it's a 10 sells for 3,000, but the corner's chopped off, probably shouldn't grade it, right? And also, I would say a lot of you guys, I'm assuming, are on here because you're looking to make an income with sports cards. A lot of the questions you guys ask, and this isn't directed at anybody, isn't really going to help towards that goal. Like, what's this card worth? Well, it's not really going to help. Like, better questions would be like process-driven questions, and questions about like how do you determine what to buy, and stuff along those lines. Unless your goal is just to know what something is worth, then by all means call in and ask. But that's what I'm saying. I'm just telling you guys this because I want to, help you guys as much as possible, because I like when people call in and they brag to me about how much money they've made just because of this podcast and the content. So something to think about. Was there another caller? Oh, the queue's open. No other caller. Let's see though. We had some questions in the chat. Sell or hold Jaden Daniels. I personally would sell it. I think odds are that his value will be worth less when the season ends. It's probably down now. If we look together, I mean, he did not have a pretty game. Somehow lost to the Bears the other day. If you look at his value, let's see what this yeah, look at this thing. It's just going down, man. It's the same thing that what happened with CJ Stroud last year. This card before the season is Silver Prism PSA 10. And I just look at this card because it's the easiest card that indicates his market value. This was $1,200 before the season, and now the last sale did $860. And if you look at his regular, this is why I always sell before the season, man. This is what happens all the time. So you look before the season here, his regular base Prism PSA 10, you can just see the downward trajectory, right? It doesn't take a mathematician to figure this out. This was like 70 to 80 bucks. And today, same card's worth 58, 52. And this is what happens with all the quarterbacks. The only quarterback that's playing well, in my opinion, is Drake May. And Mr. Drake May, no, this isn't worth 80. I don't know why this last sale only says $89. This is not true. But you can see he's going up, man. He's like, but it's not up a ton. Before the season started, this card is worth like, $450 in that range, maybe $500. And now the card's worth $550 because it went down and it came back up. But all the other guys, Bo Nix, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Bo Nix, but he's someone who doesn't look all too fantastic. His value before the season was like $450, kind of like Drake May, and there's sales now of $320, $350, $400, and one weird sale of $520, but that's definitely not a real sale, at least I would think. Someone else, Caleb Williams, his stuff is down as well, right? You could just see the downward trajectory before the season. This card is peaking at like $650. Now this card's worth $450. It's down 40, 50%. So that's why I always say sell before the season. Out of all the quarterbacks, I actually thought Caleb Williams was going to be the one that would go up in value, but it's Drake May and all the others not looking that great. Jaden Daniels is a really good player, but it's so hard to live up to that expectation. His cards were selling so well. But what I'll do here, well, I have some time, so I always like to get these in, is my week 7 NFL spreads. I've been hot this season. I bet on a lot of dogs. Last year, I think favorites won 65% of the time. I got crushed. Okay, I got freaking crushed. But some of my picks, I'm just looking at the current spread, so I can tell you guys. I looked at this earlier. Number 1, and this was probably my favorite game. I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for this. The Bengals Thursday home plus 5.5 to the Steelers. I think that's a great bet. I think Steelers are a little bit overvalued. The Bengals, their defense will be solid at home. Flacco just throws the ball to Jamar Chase all day, and I think that's a great bet. I think 5.5 points is crazy. And those games, those AFC North games, those are always close. Always, always, always close. I think that's a fantastic bet. I think the spread should be like +4, in my opinion. That's number one. Number two, I had these picks. I just want to make sure. Okay, so this is a tough one. The Seahawks -2.5 Monday to the Texans. They should beat them. That's just an obvious one. Sometimes the NFL doesn't go as obvious as you would think. And my last one, where was it? I just want to make sure I have the current spread. This is what I'm looking at. I like the Lions -5.5 to dismantle the Bucks. I'm usually not a big guy betting bigger spreads, but I like the Lions. I think they're gonna go up and down the field in the Bucks. I like 5.5. I think that's too little points. I think they're gonna score almost every single possession. They usually do. So those are my thoughts. But we'll give this one a wrap. There's a free PDF down below of my process and how I buy sports cards like a pro. If you have questions, always feel free to call in Monday, Wednesday. We go live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.